Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Marvel Crisis Protocol Battle Report. Today, I am joined once again by Alex, and
Hello.
we are playing some of the bad guys of the universe here. We have the Criminal Syndicate up against the other Criminal Syndicate. I mean, Spider Foes, and yeah, should be a good game. So I'm going to be dropping the Spider Foes today. I have Doc Ock, Sinister Scientist, leading the charge here. He's got Venom and Rhino. He's also bringing Lizard, Kraven, and Bullseye with him here. For tactics cards, we have Face Me, Brace for Impact, Patch Up, Sinister Traps, which I'm 100% going to remember to play in the first power phase. We're not going to have to undo that. And Lethal Protector. Over on the Criminal Syndicate side, you got some new Modok here. What's he
Oh
up to?
yes, you have a Sinister Scientist. I have a Scientist Supreme.
Who?
Uh,
Whose brain is bigger? I mean, actually, the
it is
answer to that
very
is very
clearly
obvious.
Modok. Look at that head.
Yeah, you've got me there.
Oh yeah. He's hoping to do some fun stuff this game. We're bringing alongside with him Gwenpool, as well as Blob, Ulik, and Beta Ray Bill.
I'm just going to correct you real quick there. You're not bringing Gwenpool, you're actually bringing Jeff.
Right, of course. She's just there to. That rocket launcher isn't an attack. It's just set dressing for Jeff.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he's not looking at the explosion because
Yeah,
he's too
it's
cool.
too cool for that.
um,
For cards today, I'm bringing Brace and Patch Up because they're restricted and I don't like to die.
yep,
Cruelty because I want you to die.
that's
All according
rude.
to plan because having the priority is for cool people and Modok is super cool. And no, try this one because I am really indecisive about tactics cards.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and get deployed at things. We're playing on Scoundrels and Researchers, so it's gonna be an interesting game here. That's why there's no Rhino Breeze coming in here. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get deployed and see you guys in the game. Alrighty, and we are deployed. On the left side, I have Mr. Sinister Scientist himself, Kraven and Venom, facing off against Gwenpool. Seems like a fair fight.
Oh yeah, she's got this.
Down the middle here, you have Beta Ray and Ulik facing off against Lizard, also a fair fight.
Oh yeah.
And over on the right side here, we have Rhino and Bullseye facing off against Modok and Blob, and closer to a fair fight.
Yeah, a
but,
little bit.
You know. But yeah, so I have won the role to go first here, and I haven't thought this far ahead. One other thing is we did play Sinister Traps. It's this little Cabal token over here, so that's going to be going off whenever someone ends, I believe, within range 2 of that objective. So, you know, hopefully that does something mildly meaningful.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, back to other things. We're going to go ahead and start things out with the hunter himself, Kraven, and he's going to go ahead and just move up here. And we don't need to worry about getting cover from the truck here because the objective will give us cover, so that's always good.
Wow.
So we're just gonna like chill over here, kind of. We'll get line of sight blocking from the size 3 building, but otherwise he's just chilling. And that's gonna be it for Kraven. Ulik's up first.
Yeah, he doesn't like this trap here, and he's going to tell his boss Modok to get down.
Wow,
He's going to take the hit for him.
that's
gonna
very
walk
Modok fashion.
right on over to this.
Well, I'm gonna spring a trap and throw 5 dice at you
Alrighty.
because 5 dice. That's gonna do 4 damage. Well, 3 after your reduction.
3 after reduction. That
But
is
that's still really good,
rough,
and it's gonna
actually.
push him small.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna send him. Ulik, you can. Wait a minute! I just did a lot of damage to an Ulik.
Yeah, where are you pushing this man?
We're gonna keep him back here.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to bring you closer.
Oh.
And that is the trap burn.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'll take 3 free damage on an Ulik.
Yeah, that was a lot more than I was expecting him to take.
Yep.
In that case, he is just going to get himself over to here.
Grab up some cover.
Yeah, just get some cover on this point
Yep, makes sense.
and call it a day.
Cool. We're gonna go ahead and have Bullseye go next, and he's just gonna go ahead and move on up here. We already
Okay.
measured this out. Should be able to get him in range of Mr. Ulik there, hiding behind the building.
Yep.
Can't really see him, but just double check that. Oh, very easily. So yeah, we ignore cover, which is nice, and we're just going to try and do rude things to a Ulik here. So we're going to throw
Alrighty.
4 dice. We're going to get 3.
I'm going to use the leadership because he's contesting
get 3?
objective to turn this into a 3rd.
I'm going to use the power that I gained to make you take a damage.
I'm going to reduce that to 1.
Yep, so you're going to take a damage. I'm also going to realize that I haven't put power on him, I did, so I should probably do that.
Might be a button. You can just skip that, it's fine.
I'd rather not, actually. I would rather not. All right, Modok's up.
Yeah, and if you can get within 4...
Modok might be able to, yeah. I probably should have stayed a little further back, because I definitely could have been a little further back. But I did not.
there we are.
So you have me.
Aha.
I will have cover.
You will have cover, but I will be able to attack you whether on your weaker side, whether it's energy or physical.
Turns out, yes.
It's the same. I know. It's great. So we're going to do 5 die, I guess, energy at you.
Yep. I will have 3. Oh boy.
That's pretty
Okay.
good.
That could be okay. Good block though. Blocking 4 after cover.
So I'm going to explode those crits, and oh yeah, you are blocking it even if I use the leadership. But I might as well just for funsies.
Sure.
But you are going to be incinerated.
Well, that's just rude. And because you didn't actually do damage to me, I don't get a parting shot here, which, you know, that's cool.
Got him. My plan all along.
Yeah, we're on fire, which is a thing.
And that's it for Modok.
Alrighty. The big Rhino man's going to be up next, and he's just going to double move towards the center here.
To the center?
Yep, I'm going to bump him, but it doesn't matter because I have the movement tool. And we're just going to go contest this middle point here.
Alrighty.
I believe that's contesting. Nope, I need to be dead on, and I wasn't able to get there. So, sad Rhino noises, but yeah, he's just taking cover.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I will not, but I have to. So, that is it for the Rhino man. Alrighty, Blob's up next.
Yep, and Blob's just going to follow in Modok's very hefty footsteps.
I don't know what you're talking about. He just leaves like a trail of like burned scorch marks on the ground.
Yeah. And he's just gonna start walking towards Bullseye menacingly.
It's rude, and I don't think you should do that, but okay. Alright, we're up next with Lizard here, and he's just going to go ahead and waltz his way up here behind Rhino, and then do what Rhino couldn't, because we're proving that some animals are better than others. And,
superior lizard brain.
He's just going to move up here. Monkey brain is lizard home, don't you know? He's just going to chill up here and contest the point and be scary, question mark?
He looks pretty scary.
Sure. That's going to be it for Lizard.
We're going to go with Gwen.
Alrighty.
She's going to be moving up onto this objective and double checking some ranges here. And ooh,
you do have a shot on the Lizard.
We're going to be taking a shot on the Lizard. It's not going to be a fantastic shot.
I was going to say, I have cover from 2 different sources, but you might as well take it.
Yeah. What's the worst that can happen? I give you power due to your leadership?
Exactly. And maybe do some damage and give me more power.
Maybe do some damage. Will gain some power.
This is physical?
This is physical, and on a wild hit, I can do some conditions.
Cool. I have 4 dice.
In the box, please. Only
2, and then cover, and then 3, and then 4.
Well, no point doing anything there.
Turns out I can roll defense dice today,
Yeah.
but Lizard will get a power.
And so will I, because this is a
Woohoo!
gainer.
I have a leadership.
And I have a gainer.
Woo!
And that's it for Gwenpool.
Alrighty. Alright, we're going to go ahead with Venom up next.
Okay.
And Venom is just going to waltz his way over here. And do it again in a surprise turn of events.
Wowza. He's not going to attack Kraven?
Unfortunately, he's not allowed to eat Kraven. Doc Ock said so.
Party pooper.
So we're just going to put him on this side of the building here. If he can be within one of the thing without being under the truck, he will be. I don't know if that looks like it's good, actually. It is. Hey.
Cute.
So Venom is doing the thing and standing there looking pretty.
Nice.
And yeah, you've got a Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah, I've got a Beta Ray Bill who is
Cyberman.
Go over to here.
Yep.
I don't think I punch you.
If you punch me, you're not on the point. You could potentially throw me off the point, but that's only if you do damage, and I have cover.
And then if I point, it's not ideal. So I think we're just going to
stand on top and stare at him intimidatingly.
Yep.
Understandable. Have a day.
And
we're
that's
gonna
be it for Bill and for me.
Whoa! We're gonna go with Mr. Scientist Sinister here. I was about to say Supreme, but no, that's your title.
That's me. I am the Supreme Scientist.
So we're gonna kind of ignore this truck because we have wall crawler and we don't care about it.
Yeah.
And we're gonna waltz our way over to here. And check if we've got range on you, because we might just choose to punch you here.
Punching?
Yeah, I mean, that could be fun once in a while. It's what, range 3? We definitely do. You would have cover. No, we're going to do the smart play instead. We're just going to go ahead and move Mr. Ock up here.
Okay.
Nice up against that scoundrel. And that means we're going to win the scoundrel, which is good in things. So I believe that's the round.
Yep.
And I'm going to be grabbing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points.
Then I'm gonna grab 2.
Alrighty, so it's 5-2 for the spider foes, but you're gonna have priority into the next round.
Yeah.
Alrighty, going into the next round, we've moved the researcher over here from where it was, so now just Alk and Rhino are contesting it because Rhino was feeling left out, so he has to be contesting it now.
Of course.
But you're up first, and do you know who you're going with?
I do.
Alrighty.
Beta Ray Bill is in the danger zone.
Yep, that's fair.
And we'd like to fix that.
I would appreciate if you didn't, but you can try.
He's going to use his immeasurable strength, even. Immeasurable. And by immeasurable, I mean cannot lift size 5.
This is true.
But he's going to take
there's a measure.
This size 4 truck, and we're going to throw it directly at Dr. Octopus.
I think you mean it's going to be braced.
That is precisely what I expected.
Actually, listen, my defense dice have been rolling real good today.
Oh?
Mr. Octavius is going to take it.
Okay. 5 damage going in.
5 damage at him. He can't die to this. But he will take 5 damage.
Beautiful.
Was that the wrong move? Maybe, but you can throw Rhino at me all day long, so I don't regret my choices.
Yeah.
And do this as best as we can approximate it.
Yep. Well, since we started so good with that, we're actually just going to punch Doc Ock.
I'm going to think on that one for a second. All right, we're going to let this one go through.
Okay.
But yeah, we do have cover because we're on the thing and you're not. Oh, wait, no, that's the researcher, not the other one.
So no
so we
cover.
don't have cover. Sad times.
We're looking at 3.
3, okay. We're only getting 1, could be 2, but I don't think it actually matters. It is 2, but it doesn't actually matter. Doc Ock will go down to that, so that is going to deal 1 damage.
Yep.
And you've taken down my leader for the turn. Not unexpected when you throw a size 5, but still not great.
Unexpected was the not bracing it, but I will take it. We're going to do another attack because I still have an action.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to punch Lizard.
Fair. Lizard is going to throw 4 dice.
I've got 5. Only 2 this time.
We're going to block 2.
Alrighty.
And we're going to gain a power because we can.
That's bullying.
Lizard just getting all the power here.
That's it for Bill. We're off to a really strong start this round.
Yeah, knocking Ock is a thing, but alright, we have options. We're going to go with Bullseye next, and we're just going to start with a throwing knife at Ulik. So this is just a 4 dice throwing knife here.
Okay.
You don't get cover, and yeah, see how things go. Just 1.
I'm going to block 1.
Cool. You will be bleeding, though, and I'm going to pay the 1 that I gain to never miss, and do that. So you're still going to take 1. Now, if we can spike out 2 damage on the second hit, we just take him down.
Okay.
So going for it. 2 crits. That's a good start.
Oh.
3 reduced by 1 and only take 1.
Beauty.
But it is a natural 1, so I do get to gain 1 power for that.
Love to see it.
And then, no, it's when I take damage that I can remove the incinerate, not deal it out. So that's going to be it for Bullseye, I believe.
Okay. All right, Ulik time. He's hurting, and he's going to bleed to death. But
Most likely.
If he's going to bleed to death, he's going to make it worth it. So we're going to be spending 3 power for a crushing leap, which is the weirdest possible charge in the world.
But also the best.
Yeah.
Small move.
A small move. And then we're going to place within 2.
Yep.
I wonder, this is the weirdest amount of movement with his base.
It's technically better than a long move.
Yeah.
All right, he's getting right into that scrum.
Get right on into this. Actually, we'll get him over here.
Sure.
Yeah.
So not on the middle point.
No.
Cool.
And he's going to unfortunately take his bleed with him.
Yep.
As much as I would love for him to leave it at home.
I mean,
actually, no. We do want him on that point.
On the point, so I won't have cover.
That activates my leadership.
Oh, that's true.
And then we get to do a Pounder's attack. We're gonna do this into a. Yeah, we're gonna do this into Lizard. No, Rhino.
Rhino will have 3 dice for this and no cover. Not that it matters because you're on the point anyways.
Pretty good. 2 crits in there.
I'm blanking out.
So that's 4.
I'll take 2 after my. No, sorry, 3 after my reduction.
Okay. I'm gonna gain 3.
I'm gonna gain 5 because leadership and ornery.
I didn't get a wild in there, so no trigger.
I do have an aggressive if I'd like to take it. I think I would. Do I care? I kind of like being on the researcher. That's kind of relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're chilling.
All right. Well, we'll see just how chillin' you are because we're about to spend 5 power for Shatter Mountain, Shatter Bones.
Rude, but I accept.
Because I get to do my favorite thing in this game, which is roll lots of dice. Dice go burr.
That is true.
We're gonna try and beat the crap out of a rhinoceros.
Yep. It's not bad if I blank out again. You get him.
4.
Or no, you don't get him. I blank out, so you do 3 damage again, which leaves him on 1.
That is unfortunate and no use. No leadership. No wilds.
Mm.
You are staggered,
Yes, that's very relevant.
which is we love to see it. And then
You
what we
die.
don't like to see. I die to bleed.
Yep.
Do I get a power off of this?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hmm.
So unfortunately, he is dazed.
Alrighty. I mean, fortunately, if you ask me. But, okie dokie. We're going to go ahead and go with Rhino next before he dies. So the first thing he's going to do is unfortunately shake the stagger because you did rude things and I'm not a fan. But,
Yeah.
you know, you did him anyways. So
That is
we're going
my
to go
plan.
ahead. We're going to stampede. We're going to stampede into Bullseye.
Yeah, the angle's not fantastic.
yeah,
But that
I
was my
also-
fault.
I had too much power on him. So we're just going to go here and we're going to bump Bullseye here. Doesn't really matter where we bump him though because we're definitely within range 3 of certain Blob. Unfortunately, we can't get Modok. We checked the angles. It just doesn't work. But we are going to throw 7 dice at Blob and hopefully do some mean things with that.
All right,
So
I've got 4.
we're okay. 3 with
Got
a
a
crit.
crit.
4.
I'm blocking 1.
You do have cover.
I do have cover, so I'll be blocking 2.
You reduce 1. You're taking 1.
Yes.
I will gain 1
So you place
before.
and then I'm going to push you.
So that place is going to make
Oh, can you
everything
fit
is
in
going to
there?
suck for the camera. I cannot fit in there.
Ooh.
So we're going to place ourselves right here, backstopped on the swap vehicle.
Yeah, and then I'm going to push you.
Into the swap vehicle.
Let's go.
Then what we're going to do is we're going to pay 3 more power to throw this size 3 building because we didn't want you to have cover. And we're going to throw it at... I should have thrown this first because I could have thrown it at Blob and not you wouldn't have had cover. But instead we're going to throw it at Modok because, yeah.
I can bodyguard punches, but can't bodyguard
So,
terrain.
yep.
This is
4
a size 3,
damage.
so it's 4 damage. Yeah.
Okay.
Bow to the scientist
take 1,
supreme.
but,
I'm gonna take a damage.
Oh boy. Okay. That is it for Rhino. Modok's up, and what's he up to?
First thing he's gonna do is he's going to use his ability. By my calculations, you'll be dead in seconds. And we're gonna take this car and we're gonna throw it at Rhino.
Well, that's just rude, but we're going to roll the dice on it because, yeah, it's not worth race. We block 2, which is almost enough, but not quite. We're going to take 1 damage and go down.
You will still go down to the will of Modok.
Sad Rhino noises.
And then we're going to be taking some energy attacks into, I believe, Lizard.
Lizard, alrighty.
Yeah.
Lizard's going to have 3 dice for this.
I'm going to have 5. Got 2
We
currently.
get cover because of the objective we're on, so we're blocking 2.
Yeah, why not? We're going to spend 2 power off of Blob for the ability all in this world are beneath me to get me to reroll 2 of these dice.
Sure, might as well.
Good talk.
That's a big old nothing. Yep.
Well, it worked so well the first time.
I'm going to give him a power off of that because why not?
We're going to try it one more time.
Might as well.
Still energy. Oh, that's better.
We're blocking 2 again with cover.
I've got 3, so you're going to take 1.
Cool.
I'm
I
gonna
will
gain
eat 1 and gain 1.
Still no wilds. I have not been doing great on that this game.
Lizard's been doing a great job at taking almost no damage. You've thrown, what, 5 attacks at him at this point?
Something like that, yeah.
Or 4, but still. We're going to go with Lizard, I think.
Okay.
And we're going to check for range 3 on Blob. We are.
Ooh.
So we're going to punch Blob with just 4 dice physical. Wild push that I don't think I'm allowed to use on you.
You can't be pushed or thrown as all of attacks.
Cool. Just 2.
I'll block 2.
Cool. And then, all right, we're just going to do it again.
Okay.
4 more dice at Blob. 2 crits.
Oh, well, I have a crit as well.
3.
I'm going to block 2 and take 1.
Cool. I'll gain 1. Would you like to push me into nothing?
No.
Then we're going to spend 3 power to pick up Beta Ray Bill
Okay.
and throw him. It is only small, but that might be able to hit Gwen.
Maybe.
I don't know if I care to, though, honestly. I think I'm just going to send him away.
Into the nowhere.
Into the nowhere.
But that's where he least likes to be.
So we will send him on his merry way over there.
Okay.
And that's it for Lizard.
Okie dokie. We're going to go with Mr. Dukes himself.
Sure.
He's going to put up his Dukes and head over to...
This is bullying?
No, this is Bullseye.
No, it's bullying. I think it's bullying.
I'm going to walk right up, say hello. We're going to stand on this point.
Yep.
And you were incinerated.
I am.
Oh, well, I'm contesting a point now, so if I somehow roll a wild...
You don't do that.
I have not been lately.
So I will only have 2 dice.
Yep, 5 dice physical.
You got the wild.
I got a wild.
We got 1.
Does that one look cocked to you, or...
Yeah, go ahead and reroll.
Okay.
It's 2.
So
Maybe
then
3.
That was a crit.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use my leadership, finally, to make an extra hit.
So I'll take 2 damage.
I'll take 2. I got the wild, so you will be pushed away small.
I will also gain an extra power and remove my incinerate.
That's bullying. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to push you to here.
Yep.
Just to Nowheresville. And then we're going to spend
I'm in a parting shot.
parting shot, so I'm going to take a damage.
And I get to advance small.
Okay.
Now, what's the range on your throw?
Medium.
I see.
Oh, okay.
We're going to get... I'm going to check where medium range kind of goes to. Oh, barely. Okay.
Yeah.
We're just going to back up a tiny bit.
Okie dokie. Oop, fine by me. I will absolutely take that, and he's just gonna be very happy with how that turned out.
That's fair. And that's it for Mr. Blob.
That's it for Blob.
Alrighty. Alright, Kraven's up next, and he's basically just going to run for the researcher that's now been abandoned. Because
For the researcher?
somebody should probably sit on that.
That's incorrect. No one needs to stand on the researcher.
He's going to go chill over here and just hang out because, yeah, there's nothing for him to punch over here. So he's chilling. Alrighty, Gwen's up, and what's she up to?
Well, first she's going to travel through gutter space.
That sounds like cheating. Shouldn't be allowed.
Well, it's canon. Look it up. I did.
Wow.
I did my homework, Jason. Because this game's all about homework.
Exactly.
And then we're going to be doing a 5-die stabby swords into, I think, Kraven. Punching lizards seems like a bad idea.
That's fair. Kraven will have 3 dice.
Alright, so I've got 5 with a wild pierce. Okay, good start. No
We're
piercing.
blanking out. We do have a reroll, though.
Just 3.
We're blocking 1, so we're going to take 2. Oh.
I'm going to spend a power on Retcon Powers Activate.
Yep.
To reroll a dice. Get a wild. Use the leadership.
Alright, so I'm actually taking 4.
I'm going to gain 4.
Ouch.
Go Gwen.
Actually, I'm just dropping.
Oh.
Because you have a pierce now.
Oh, I pierced it! Haha!
So I'm taking 5.
Well, that went better than I could have possibly expected.
Yeah, better than I expected as well.
Hey, Jason, you know what that translates into?
A rocket launcher.
You know who loves energy attacks?
He does have cover right now.
He does have cover, but I'm going to be launching an 8-die Jeff is going to be firing the rocket launcher.
Of course. Let's be very, very real. Jeff was the one who just took out Kraven.
Oh, yeah. That Pierce was Jeff doing an ankle biter.
Yeah.
This is going to be 8-die energy at Venom with a wild Scorched Earth.
2 dice in cover.
Oh, also you're going to get incinerated and stunned after.
Well, I'm going to get rid of the incinerate after, actually.
I have a crit in there.
I'm blocking 2 with cover.
So you're going to take 2.
Cool.
You're going to be incinerated and stunned.
I'm going to use my leadership to get rid of that incinerate.
Okay.
But I will be stunned, and I will gain an extra power, and then I'm going to crack back.
Crackback?
I think I'm in range. Yep.
Okay.
So the crackback only costs 2,
Mhm.
but do I want to spend the 3 for the spender on this? No, we'll just do it as a builder.
Okay.
So just a 5 dice physical coming Gwen's way. Wild bleed.
I've got 4 and cover with a reduction.
We got the bleed.
I'm going to cover and
Take 1.
take 1.
So you're taking 1, and you are bleeding.
All right, which means she's going to, at the end of her activation here, take another damage.
Oh, and it's not a wild bleed. It's a guaranteed bleed.
Wow.
Because Venom is good.
You're lying to me all the time.
So she's taking 2 now.
Yeah,
Alrighty, and that's her turn.
that's it for Gwen.
Alrighty, we're going to go with Venom next.
Mhm.
We're going to pay 2, and we're going to yank her off the point. Because we can. So, get over here. Bye-bye cover.
You gotta do the voice.
Oh, wait, you didn't have cover anyways, not that it matters because you have damage reduction.
Oh, yeah.
Because Venom doesn't care. Venom sees your cover and he chooses to ignore it. So that was my 2 power, and then Venom's just gonna chomp away a couple times.
All right.
He's chomped pretty good. 4.
2 after damage reduction.
Alrighty, so you're bleeding even more. I only gained 1 because you were mean.
Mhm.
And then we're gonna do it again.
And I can't modify my dice, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so no rerolls are available.
Alright, for Venom's second action, he's just gonna attack again.
Okay.
3 with a crit, I'll take it.
2 with a crit.
4.
Block 3, take 1.
I will gain 1 more. And then we're just gonna pay 3 to throw her into the side of that building.
Okay, well, she's going to take 1 from that and go down.
Cool. That's going to be it for Venom and the round. So, oh shoot, I'm not getting a researcher this time. Whoops, that's fine. I'm scoring 1, 2, and that's it. And you're scoring 2 as well.
Yeah.
So nobody's getting the researcher, and it's going to be 7-4 for the Spider Foes. But once again, Criminal Syndicate with priority, and this was a violent round.
Very violent. I'm looking forward to more of this.
Yes. Alrighty, going into the next round. No researcher movements this time, so do you know where you're starting?
You know what? I do have something that I'd like to do in the cleanup phase
Sure.
of the last round. I would like to use no try this one.
Might as well.
And I'm going to pull out Jason's favorite card in the game.
God dang it.
Mind games.
Yep. Understandable. Have a day.
No, I can't actually use it quite yet because Modok does not have the power necessary.
Good. This is how things should be.
And it's not even his turn, I don't think. I think we're going first with Mr. Ulik.
That makes sense.
He sees an opportunity to do some mean stuff.
Yeah. Now, is he staying there, or do I have to move the camera?
I think he's going to be just hanging out.
Alrighty.
Currently, well, he's going to move a little bit. He's going to be spending 3 power for his Crushing Leap.
Sure.
Which is going to allow him to do quite a bit of movement, but instead he's just going to use it to get himself to this side of the researcher.
That makes sense.
And then we're going to be doing that free punch attack that pounders into your leader, Mr. Ock.
I think it's going to be... Yeah, no, you can hit Ock with this. You
Okay.
can hit Ock with this.
This is going to be 6 die. Only 1.
We're blocking 2. Actually, 3 because we're on the scoundrel.
Dang.
So, good job. We'll gain a power for that.
Not what I wanted to see. I think then we're going to be punching, I think, Kraven.
Sure. Kraven only has 3 dice with a reroll.
Oh my
boy.
goodness.
Reroll, give me 1. Doesn't.
Okay, I'm going to use the leadership because I am currently contesting the researcher to create another hit.
Yep, so 2 damage.
Do 2 damage. I'm going to gain 2. And then he's going to be... Oh, I got a wild, so I get to push you.
Yep.
This is omnidirectional.
Interesting.
So I think we're just going to push you over this way.
Send him over towards Blob.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
And we're not done yet. We're going to be spending 3 power for bad manners. We're going to pick up this here truck.
Size 3.
And we're going to be throwing it at this here Venom.
That can't kill him. Yeah, Venom will just take it.
4 damage going at Venom?
Yep.
I can't kill him.
No, he's got 5 health remaining.
Oh, okay.
7 health.
Right.
We're going to block 1. We're going to take 3. And
All right.
We're only gaining 1 because we are stunned.
Aha! Stunned matters. And that's it for Ulik. Not the best turn he's ever had, but still pretty darn good.
Yeah. We're going to go with Bullseye up next, and Bullseye's going to kill Blob because it's basically guaranteed.
Okay.
So the first thing we're going to do, though, is we are just going to start with a gainer attack, just our regular throwing knife.
Okay.
This is just 4 dice, and yeah. Just 1.
Well, I turbo block it.
Well, we're going to pay 1, and you're going to take 1 anyways.
That's unfortunate.
But then we're going to gain 1, so it doesn't matter.
And you're outside of 3, correct?
I believe so.
Okay.
It is the goal. Yes.
All right. That means I cannot use ha 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 that tickles to push you away.
Correct. So then we're going to go ahead and we're going to pay 4 for our spender. This is a pincushion attack. This is actually a 5 dicer.
Okay.
And yeah, it's got automatic rapid fire and automatic bleed. First attack, 1.
I'm going to get cover.
Turns out we never miss.
Or
You don't get cover. You don't get cover.
Oh.
So actually, does that just do 1?
Yeah, that just does 1.
Cool, which leaves him on 1. But then we get the automatic rapid fire.
Which, unfortunately,
will guarantee to kill him. 3.
Well, you do 3.
Had I known, I definitely would have done that as a hit and run, but obviously better safe than sorry in this case.
And that's going to be Mr. Blob defeated.
Blob's defeated, and Bullseye is done. All right, Gwen's up. What's ship to?
Well, first she's going to travel even further through the gutter space. And she's
Still
going
sounds
to,
like cheating.
Well, it's canon.
Land herself on the same point as Venom there.
Yep. And then she's going to be doing a 1, 2, 3, 4 for this end towards target. That's her instructions towards to Jeff when he's shooting this rocket launcher at Venom.
Alrighty, I got 2 dice, no cover this time. Not optimistic here. Okay. I'll take 2 still and go down, but I almost survived.
So this is actually good for me. The reason I was really hesitant about doing this, if I got my trigger, I would actually deal a damage and an incinerate to Gwen.
Herself. Nice.
Which turns out that's not good.
No,
We
but
don't like that.
yeah, that's a thing. But yeah,
How much power on Mr. Ock himself?
10.
10? Okay, so then I don't feel so bad about shooting him with a gun.
Sure. He will have cover.
Yep. But this is a gainer for me.
4 dice physical.
Yep.
Cool.
Just 1.
We're very okay.
You're very good. But I will gain a power.
Yep.
And that's it for Miss Gwen.
Alrighty. Rhino's up, and he's just going to try and make short work of Modok here. We're going to pay 3. We're going to stampede ourselves into Modok's big face.
No one makes short work of Modok.
Then we're going to throw 7 dice physical at him and see what we can get. We're not making short work of Modok.
I got 2.
Well, that's unfortunate.
All right. No one makes short work of Modok.
I'm going to try it again with
right.
just 5 dice this time. Just 2, maybe 3. Oh boy.
2, maybe 3.
We'll take 1.
I'll take 1.
And we'll gain 1. And then we'll go ahead and we'll pay 3 to throw the size 2 beside us at him. We talked earlier, usually we treat these as size 3s, but this board is really, really heavy, so it's a size 2.
Alrighty, he's going to be rolling 3 dice to block. He's going to take 1 off of that and take 2 whole damage.
Yeah, that wasn't great, but that's fine.
Modok will take that.
That's going to be it for Rhino. Not the best turn he's ever had, but, you know. Yep. So just going to roll back a little bit here. Rhino actually didn't do a damage with his attack because you had cover. And yeah, I thought Rhino was on the point, but Modok's large base is actually blocking him from it. So
no, he doesn't have he has a very large face, a very large base.
Actually, with that in mind, because we were assuming I was
then you
on
would
it,
have placed
I'll just place
on it.
myself
There
over
we
here.
go. Then game stayed unchanged.
Game stayed unchanged.
Let's go. We're
all
so good at this game.
Because the first attack did no damage, so it doesn't make a difference. Yep. Alrighty.
Modok has a lot of options before him. He could do some really fun stuff, and he could do some cool attacks. He could do his Mystic attack into Rhino, which feels really good. You know what also feels good? Is making Jason, the human being, hate this game.
Dang it.
We're going to be spending 3 power
Mind games.
to play mind games.
Alrighty,
The
build
best
your piles.
card in the game.
Yeah, you see, you're going down to 0 score, though, because you have to take your score tracker off the
That's
board.
illegal. So the way this works is I separate these face down into 2 piles. And then Jason gets to pick his poison.
And then Alex never comes on the channel again.
It's a great way to do a farewell tour, guys. Essentially, bad things are going to happen based on what is revealed to Rhino.
So, damage isn't that meaningful on Rhino, because even if you get both of them, it's only 1. Sap, I don't care that much because I'm going to gain power from probably taking damage either from Modok or from this card. So, let's go small pile.
Small pile, unfortunately for me,
That is the victory point. That's all I care
you
about.
gain a victory point, but I do sap a power from you.
So I do go up to 8 victory points, and Rhino will lose 1 power. And yeah, this is fine.
That could have gone better for me.
That actually, that could have technically gone better for me. I would have preferred the damage, but you know. And then what's he doing for his activation?
For his actual activation, now that it's time to actually do things, we're going to be doing a 5 dice. Energy attack at Rhino.
Alrighty, Rhino's gonna have 3. Not bad. We're blocking 2 with a crit. We're blocking 2, reducing by 1, and taking 1.
I'm taking 1.
Cool.
And then we're going to do the thing that matters.
I'm going to gain 3 power for this.
That's bullying. You also get to aggressive.
I'm going to choose not to because I'm on the point.
Okay. And then we're going to spend 4 for a psionic assault.
Yep.
This is going to be a 7-die mystic attack.
Yeah, this makes him a little sad.
Modok is the greatest wizard of all time.
Yeah, Scientist Supreme, more like Sorcerer Supreme.
Oh, yeah, just another title under Modok's belt. This is going to, before damage is dealt, advance you small. And if I get a wild, before damage is dealt, you are stunned.
Well, it turns out I have aggressive, so I'm going to end up back where I am. But
Probably. But it's mystic, so 2 crits.
1. For this one, I'll take 1 and gain 2.
1. And then I advance you.
And I'll go exactly back there because small turns out any direction you go, I will be able to go towards Modok and land back here.
Yeah, that's real unfortunate. I was expecting to do any amount more than that, maybe even get a wild, but that's not Modok's day today.
Nope.
That's it for Modok.
Alrighty. I think we're going to go with Kraven next because I'm not too worried about Bill doing too much to me over there. He's got to move to do anything super meaningful. So I think we're okay. So we're going to go with Kraven.
Okay.
We're going to start by paying 3 power to put a tracker token on Modok. So I get an extra die when attacking Modok until the end of the round.
Is that just for Kraven or for everybody?
Everyone.
That's bullying.
Then, I don't think we're quite... Yeah, we're well out of range 3 on Modok. But we're going to move so we're within it because that's good.
All right.
And then we're going to do a Spear Thrust attack, which is now up to 5 dice. And, 5 dice. And if... Or, no, there's no if here. Because we already moved, we're going to get a medium move after. It's basically Gwen.
Cool. I've got 3 dice with cover.
We're only getting 2.
Cover's going to block 1.
Cool. So you're going to take 1 damage.
I will.
I'm going to gain 1 power. And then I'm going to get my medium advance. And I'm just going to back up over to this point. Then we're going to pay 3 power.
Okay.
To put that token on Beta Ray.
Ooh.
As why not?
That's bullying.
Actually, we're going to put that token on Ulik.
Ulik?
I think Ulik is more of a target here for us. So yeah, but that is going to be it for Kraken. Kraven. Shatterpoint out here. You have Beta Ray, sir.
Yeah.
You could pass.
Why would I do that, though? Because Kraven... you've got 2 people who are going to mess with a dude who is now tracked for murder.
This is true.
And they're right next to that dude. I need to mess with this in some capacity. And I believe the best way to do that is somehow not by punching the 3 threat.
It's fair.
Because that 3 threat evidently
3 threat won't
hates
die,
me.
okay?
So we're just going to take a move with Mr. Ray Bill.
That looks like you're getting on neither point with that one.
Yeah, so in that case, we'll just go on to this point.
Yep. The one that Lizard has been standing on all game.
Yep. We will not take it because Lizard's healthy, but we'll tie it.
Yep. And
we're gonna do a 5-die strike attack at Mr.
Sinister Scientist.
Mr. Ock himself.
All right, he's gonna have 4.
3 currently.
Blocking 1.
I'm gonna use the leadership to make it a 4th.
Sure. So we're gonna take 3 damage for that.
Okay. I'm gonna gain 3 power.
I have no power I can gain.
See, this is why I'm going after Ock. And then we're going to be spending that 3 power I just gained for an immeasurable strength.
Yep.
We're going to pick up a Octopus.
Yep.
And we're going to throw him medium.
I think that's rude, and I would prefer if you didn't, but you can.
Oh, do I hit that?
You might. I'm not sure.
Oh, it's so tight. Actually, I can't even do that angle because I'll hit...
Oh yeah, you hit Lizard.
I'll hit Lizard.
So none of this matters. Send me behind the building.
I think I might be able to hit you into the building if I go there.
So Ock will take 1 damage from that. Okay with that. He's not on a not great amount of health, but you know, it's fine. And yeah, that's it for Beta Ray.
That's it for Mr. Ray Bill.
And now it's just me. I got 2 in a row.
Ooh.
Oh.
How much health does he have left?
2.
I'm going to pay for cruelty. Or no, you would
that
before the attack. You're right.
Yeah, that would have been before the throw.
Yeah, before the throw. I'm so good at this game,
When he
guys.
was on 3 life, if you want to, you can. But it means I could brace the throw, right?
Yeah.
So, and you wouldn't have enough for. Oh yeah, you would have enough for the thing.
Yeah,
'cause
he's
you
got
did
so much
damage.
power. But that's it for Mr. Bill.
Alrighty, we're gonna go with Lizard.
Okay.
He's gonna move, so he's contesting both of these points. He's gonna bring
Take
one
the
of them
point
with
with
him,
him.
actually. There we go. So he's contesting both of them, which means he does just win the researcher, whether we kill Ulik or not, because that's pretty good. Then we're gonna pay 3 power for a cold-blooded attack on Ulik.
Okay.
So this is 7 dice, or 8 dice now. And if it deals damage, you're going to be bleeding and slowed.
Wild.
So, yeah, not a bad spender. Just 3. We're not dealing damage.
Okay.
So that's unfortunate.
And the conditions were based
Bleeding,
on damage?
yeah, based on damage.
Ooh.
So that's a big ol' nothing.
I'll take that.
That is it for Lizard.
Okay.
Because he didn't have enough power to do much more than that. So we're going to go with Doc Ock next. He's going to bring himself back in. He's going to go contest the point that gives cover, because that's kind of meaningful.
When is cover meaningful?
Then, I still really want to start chipping some damage into Ulik. So I think I'm going to drop a spender on him.
Okay.
So this is going to be 7 dice. If it deals damage, it's going to do a bleed, poison, and shock.
Okay.
And 8 dice as well, actually, because that's how this game works. So, again, not amazing, but not awful. 3 with a crit. 4.
Okay, so I'm going to be contesting an objective and use the leadership to convert that into a shield.
Yep, so you'll take 1.
I'll take 1.
Which
does mean I get all these conditions you said.
Yes, bleed, poison, and shock.
Bleed, poison, and shock. I like exactly none of those.
We're then going to spend 3 power to throw Beta Ray Bill. And I believe we throw him small. So we're just going to send him back.
But he just got back from there.
Yep, we liked him over there better. And I believe that's going to be the round.
Yep.
So I'm going to grab both the researcher and the middle point, which is 3 points. I'm also going to grab this one over here, bringing me up to 4 points for the round. Meanwhile, you are grabbing your 2 again.
Yeah. So I'm going to gain 2, and you're going to gain 4, putting you up to 12.
12 to 6. So good lead for the foes right now, but they are taking a lot of damage.
For sure.
But yeah, we'll go into the next round and see how things play out. Blob is up first, and it sounds like he's killing Doc Ock.
Is
he in range to do it without moving? Yeah,
yes, he is. So we're going to go with Blob. He's going to make some ambitious moves today. He's going to be, for a big guy, he's going to be bouncing around quite a bit. We're going to be spending 3 power for a 7-die Thunderous Splash on Doc Ock.
Yep, and Venom is unfortunately too far away to do anything about it, so Doc Ock is probably going down to this, but we'll see. Just 3, and I do have cover. I'm getting a crit, so we'll see. No, unfortunately, I will take 1 from that. That technically leaves me alive for now.
You're taking only 1 from this?
Yep.
I'm going to use the leadership to...
Never mind, I'm taking 2.
The second damage. I'm going to place...
In the places before damage?
The places before damage.
Cool.
So I'm going to place myself... we're going to land there.
Yep.
And then the wild trigger is going to push Kraven away small and do a damage to him.
Yep. Where do you want him?
We'll just push him over towards Bullseye Town.
Sure. And he will take 1
technically,
damage.
I also push away Doc Ock, but he's deceased, so not so much. But I also push away Lizard.
Yes, that will matter as well. Lizard will also be taking 1 damage. Sad lizard noises.
And then Doc Ock is removed from the table.
Yes.
Which
sad Ock noises.
feels good, man.
Yep. Good turn for Blob so far.
And then he still has an action. He's no longer, I don't think, in range to attack anybody.
Yeah, I don't think so after the pushes.
That's fine by me. I don't think I can be within 2 of Modok and on this point.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. So we need to think real hard about whether the points matter or whether Modok matters. I think it might be. I don't want to say no, Modok doesn't matter, but I think Modok doesn't matter.
That's fair.
So we're gonna walk over to here
And
just
be on
get
both points. Makes sense. And that's it for Mr. Blob.
That's it for Mr. Blob.
And we're going to go up with Rhino. Surprise, surprise. Because, yeah, we...
Modok matters a little.
Modok matters a little. He only has 2 health, right?
He has 2 health remaining.
We're going to try and push our luck and just kill him with a single attack without having to stampede.
Okay.
3 with a crit.
Oh, you got him.
Cool. I gain 2 power.
I'm also going to gain 2 power.
And I do get to play Sophia still.
Mm-hmm.
Now the question is, do I want to stampede into this mess and try to get involved in the rest of the game, or do I just score Modok's point? And honestly, the answer might be I just score Modok's point.
Okay.
So we'll stay here. And Rhino's going to spend his remaining actions looking pretty. And that's going to be it for him. All right, Ulik's up, and what's he up to?
He is going to be doing a crushing leap.
Shocking.
So he's going to get himself a... Because being slowed means nothing to this man. Or, he wasn't slowed.
Yeah, no, he was almost slowed, but he took no damage.
He's going to get himself over here.
Yep.
And now he's on this point.
That is nice and within range, too, of Kraven, and for... No, you're not in on Bullseye, though.
No, that is unfortunate, but that's the world we got to live in. And we're going to be doing a 5-die, unfortunate,
Mr.
Power's
Kraven?
attack at Kraven.
Yep, Kraven's going to have 3 dice with a reroll. That's not bad.
2 so far?
2 with a crit. 3 and a reroll. 3.
Yeah, I can't do anything there, but I can. I do get a push.
Do you get a push if you want to use it? It would put me out of range for a second attack.
Yeah, I think we just... it's omnidirectional.
That's true. You can bring me closer.
Come closer. I want to hit you with my fists. I think we're just... Because the push has to be the whole distance. I don't think I take the push.
Alrighty.
I think I'm just going to try again. Cool. 5-die Pounder's attack.
You only need 2 damage to kill. Ooh, and that's probably...
Why couldn't I get this the first time?
Oh boy. Yeah, reroll won't matter there. Yep. I'm going to lose Kraven.
Okay, and you took how much?
2.
Okay, I'm going to gain 2.
Yep.
And then I'm going to spend 1, 2, and 3. For bad manners, we're going to pick up... the car.
I think it has to be the pole.
It has to be the pole.
Yep.
So we're going to pick up the pole and throw it at Bullseye.
I unfortunately don't think I'm going to risk Bullseye blanking out on 3 dice, so I'm just going to brace that.
I will live with that.
Yep.
If that's where brace gets used.
That's where brace is getting used.
And then he's going to be bleeding and take a damage.
Alrighty. We're going to go with Venom. And he's going to start with just a 5 dice here at Gwen. And we're going to see what this does.
Yep. She's got 4.
We're getting 4.
You're
going to take 1.
I'm going to use the leadership to... No, this is 2
You'd
blocks.
still take 1 because you have a reduce.
I have a reduce. Yeah, you're right. I'm taking 1. Don't even need to use the leadership.
You are bleeding, and I'll gain 1. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to spend 3 to throw a size 3 at her.
Okay. She's going to spend 1 for brace.
That makes sense. Then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to spend 2 to pull her, medium. And we're just going to get her off the point and away from anything meaningful. So we'll just send her over there.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it for Venom. Not the most interesting turn, but he did things.
Gwen time. Gwen hours.
All right, what's Gwen up to?
She's going to be spending 2 for this thing that you keep thinking is cheating.
Yep. That's because it is. Turns out we cheat on this show.
Yeah, I'm so good at it. And then she's going to be doing a 5-die stabby swords at Venom.
I'm going to have 4.
Yep.
Jesus.
3 crits, sure.
We're going to blank out.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You just one-shot Venom.
Okay.
He takes 6 damage.
I'm going to gain 6.
Uh-huh.
Hey, turns out my game plan's all of a sudden going a little bit better.
Uh-huh. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Why couldn't Venom do that to you?
Well, she still has an action. We're going to spend 4 to once again retrain Jeff on the rocket launcher.
Yeah. Is the splash 2 on this?
Yes.
Doesn't matter. Cool. Yeah, Lizard's going to have 3 dice for this because it's energy.
Yep. 2 crits in there.
We're getting 1 block.
Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So right now that's doing 3 damage.
I'm going to use the leadership.
Yep.
To make that 4, and then he has to take how much?
That's 5, which leaves him on, or that's 4, which leaves him on 1.
We're going to spend 2 power for retcon powers activate.
Yep.
To reroll 2 of these dice.
Yep.
And get 1 more.
Lizard just goes down.
Cool.
He takes 5 damage from that attack.
And that did get Scorched Earth, which is going to deal a damage and incinerate to Blob.
He's not in 2.
He's not in 2?
No.
Oh, okay. Well then.
Yeah. This game turned around real fast there.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Go, Gwen.
We're going to go with Bullseye last. And Bullseye is just going to, may as well pay for a hit and run and throw a thing at Ulik.
Okay.
So this is just going to be 4 dice physical.
I've got 4 dice physical with cover.
We're getting 2. No, you don't have cover.
I don't have cover.
4.
I'm taking 3.
I'll take it. I gain 1. And then I get the medium move and no wild, so you're not bleeding. But you already were, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We're going to move on to the point here. Just to contest. And yeah, we're just going to throw at you again. I mean, in some miracle world where... Actually, are you on 1
He's
health?
on 2 left.
2, okay. So in a miracle world where we take you out here, that would be nice. Just 2. You'll take 1.
I'll take 1. Because I reduced by 1. Yeah.
Yep. So I will gain 1. But unfortunately, that does leave you alive. Alive and bleeding, which is nice.
Alive on 1 and bleeding.
Yep. But that is it for me. You just have Mr. Beta Ray left.
Yeah, and Mr. Beta Ray... So then we're just going to go with Mr. Bill.
Yep.
He's going to do a walk. And then another walk over to...
Yep.
Go
tie the point.
We're going to go over to here. Because you ignore yourself for the purposes of throws, correct?
Correct.
Cool. We're going to spend 3 power. We're going to pick up a rhinoceros.
Yep.
And we're going to throw him into this dumpster.
He will take 1 more damage and gain 2 power.
And it will destroy the dumpster.
Yes. Alrighty, and that is the round.
Yeah.
So I score a measly 1 point here. You're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this round.
Yeah.
Oh boy, this suddenly looks really bad for the spider foes, but they will have priority going into the next round. Alrighty, so going into the next round, researcher's been moved back to its original home.
Yep.
And you're playing all according to plan, it sounds like?
Yes. I'm just trying to figure out who's paying power, because Modok, turns out, he's paying 5.
Sure.
He's paying half of it. You know what? Let's pay 5 off of Ulik as well.
Alrighty. So Ulik and Modok paying for the whole thing?
No. I just had a realization, a thought even, as it were. He's not going to pay 2 of them.
Gwen's going to pay the other 2?
Yep.
Cool.
I'm so good at this.
Alrighty.
But turns out you thought you had priority, but it was me all along.
Yep, that's gonna matter a lot here. And who's taking advantage of that?
We're gonna be starting with Mr. Ray Bill.
Alrighty, and what's he up to?
He's gonna be paying 3 power to see that you have no brace.
Yep.
And see that there's no longer a dumpster in the way.
Yep. Yeah, so that's gonna be 1 damage to Rhino, which does leave him alive on 1. And he gains 2, but I think he's over 10 anyways. And then Bullseye needs to block like a madman here.
Yep.
And he does, which he still takes 2. That's going to be it for Bullseye. And yeah, now Beta Ray gets to do his turn.
Yeah, so I don't think I'm any more in range.
No.
2, so it's going to have to be a spend 2 on Summon the Storm.
Alrighty.
Into Rhino. So this is going to be 6 die energy.
Yep, I'm going to have 3 dice and cover. Oh, I'm on a point now. Okay, it's livable. It's less livable.
And I'm going to use the leadership.
It's much less livable. Yeah, that's gonna do Rhino in as well.
Okay.
So Rhino's off the table.
Bullseye is dazed.
Bullseye's dazed. I just have a lizard who is flipped. You technically have another action.
Yeah, we're gonna get to the very edge of this objective.
Sure. Alrighty. What is Lizard doing here? The answer is nothing. I think Lizard has to pass and just wait you out.
Okay.
Because, like, yeah, there's no... Modok's out of power, right?
Modok is out of power.
And his Spender is the only thing that can move me?
Yep. But I do have Blob.
You do have Blob, but you do have Ulik still.
Blob and Ulik, correct.
So, yeah, I need to... I think I need to pass and wait it out.
Okay. We're going to go with Blob then.
Yep.
He's going to be spending 3 for Catch, little man. This is 7 die physical into the lizard.
Yeah, the lizard's gonna have 4 dice. Whew.
Okay, 2 crits in there.
6. We're blocking 1,
I'm gonna use my leadership to add an extra,
so we just take 5 and die.
and that I believe might be game.
Yeah, I mean, you could basically pass away the rest of your activations. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points, which does score you the game. That turned around very, very quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, you went 1-shot Venom, 1-shot Lizard, 1-shot Lizard again. And then on this side of the board, I mean, this side of the board I wasn't expecting to go super well for after Bullseye did his thing, but I was hoping this side would make up for it, and they just didn't.
Yeah, Venom was a long shot. I was not expecting in any world.
Well,
Gwenpool
and
to
Lizard
do
was
that
from
well.
pretty much full health
Yeah.
with a single attack. Which, yeah, both of those was like, I kind of regret not having Exceptional now. Because Exceptional on that last turn against, if Lizard had survived there,
Mhm. Big
he
game
moves to the
changer.
middle, scores both of those middle points.
You'd be at 15.
I would have been at 15.
I'd be at 9.
Yeah.
That would have been a big, big difference. But
Would have been a big deal. Or actually, I would be at 16 because I'm at 13 right now, and Lizard scored me nothing last round, and both middle points is worth 3.
you're right.
So I actually would have just won last round.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gwenpool popped off, which is good to see because she's
yeah.
a cool model and she hasn't been on the channel before, so that's nice.
Well, she did some nice things, nothing
Oh, yeah.
too crazy. Jeff, on the other hand, he went wild.
This is true. Yeah, I mean, he 1-shot Venom, he 1-shot Lizard twice. He also took Venom down on his front side, which like was a little more reasonable, but still.
Yeah. Guys, I think we might need to nerf Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff needs hard nerf. Doc Ock was a little underwhelming. He kind of just died, which partially was because I let him eat a size 4 to the face, which I stand by was the right call, but like
it made the next few turns what they were, and it made taking your leadership offline was kind of quick.
The leadership coming offline was annoying. It definitely slowed down some of my models that cared a little more about the extra power, like Venom and really just Venom. Everyone else was chilling by that point in the game already.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was more that like Doc didn't really do anything with his own turns. I put 1 damage on Ulik with a boosted spender.
Yeah.
I also didn't do anything with the boosted spender from Lizard, which was tragic.
Oh, Ulik tanked like way harder than he should have.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate for me. I mean, he did go down pretty quick on the front side, which was nice, but yeah, no, like everyone on your team seemed to kind of do their job effectively. I mean, yeah, Bill was being thrown away a lot, but he was able to come back and do what he needed to do every time. Blob was a powerhouse here. He did great.
Blob did so good.
He did fantastic. I mean, dying to Bullseye was a little sad, but otherwise he did fantastic.
Well, dying to Bullseye is apparently very guaranteed.
Turns out, if Bullseye has enough power, he can guarantee 4 damage, which is pretty cracked. Because if he has, what is it? No, he can't guarantee 4 damage because the spender costs too much for that. But still, very good.
Yeah.
Because the spender costs 4, and it makes 2 attacks. So
yeah.
Yeah, and it is an additional pincushion. So turns out really good. Bullseye was actually like kind of a bit of a sleeper MVP this game.
Yeah, with the added power generation, with just the amount of other things on your board that took so many other hits, he just kind of stood in the back and was effective.
Yeah, no, he did great. I have no complaints from Bullseye this game.
Mm-hmm.
And like for the most part, the rest of the team kind of did their job until the very end when they were just like, and we're done here. We got paid. We're going home. Meanwhile, Modok was smart. He didn't pay his guys until the end. Whereas Ock was like, listen, all right, I'll pay you guys halfway there, but you have to see it through. And they were like, yeah, you expected us to listen to that?
Yeah. Modok himself was like, okay.
Yeah, Modok didn't do anything too crazy. I mean,
he took a lot more hits physically than he should have.
That's definitely true. Rhino had a few
nice.
pillows on his fists.
His throw was nice. He got that off quite a few times.
Yep.
He didn't really make anyone bodyguard
This
for
was a
him.
very
but...
heavy board. This is all the terrain we threw.
Yeah, you said it was a terrain heavy board. I
did.
fixed that.
Yeah, it's now actually probably a little light, honestly. I mean, there's lots of size 1s still, but, nobody cares about those.
I threw one of those.
Bracing the size 1 near the end might have been a mistake. Saving it for Rhino, had I thought about all according to plan, saving it for Rhino might have been better. Obviously there's the world where Bullseye just dies to that, though, and that's terrible, because how many times did I blank on 3 dice defense this game?
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't want to leave that to chance, but maybe holding that would have been a little better if Bullseye is still alive at the end. But what's he really doing now? He's injured. Before you one-shot Lizard over here, my goal was actually Lizard was going to come in, because you were going to be able to go with Beta Ray before I could go, or like after I went with Lizard.
Yeah.
So Lizard was going to come in, get rid of Blob because nobody likes him, and then chill on those points, and then Bullseye was actually just going to double move over to the middle as a healthy model,
which would have been the worst.
Exactly. But then you killed Lizard. I was like, oh, if Bullseye moves there now, he's just dead.
Yeah.
Oh. But yeah, no, everyone on the teams for the most part did get a moment to shine. Kraven was a little sad, getting one shot and then his extra die not doing anything.
Yeah.
That was a shame. But everyone else, I think, did pretty cool here. So
Lizard tanked all the way until the end.
Lizard, for the longest time, was like, "What's 1 damage? Never heard of it." And then it was just like,
and then he got
"What about 5? How do
you
feel about 5?"
Yeah.
Sad lizard noises, but yeah, I think that is pretty much going to do it for this battle report, though. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do drop a like down below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Lets us know you guys like the stuff that we're putting out. And yeah, that's about all I got for this one. So next time, everybody, have a great day. Peace.